Hello and welcome back. I'm not usually somebody to do unboxing of videos, but being that this is my first Fluke, I thought it would be appropriate. So not just that, but to show you everything that was received along with it. For example, from where did I buy these items from? I can't remember. Oh, hold on. There's my. I gotta cut this whole section out. I can't find the oh, T. There we go. So I made the purchase from teardown, and it arrived today in a big box. And with the purchase of this particular Fluke for T Equipment had a special going on, which came with a BoroScope, which is a 2.31 TFT color waterproof, which is what I do like about it. They sell the BoroScope for about $200. Compared to other BoroScopes and other sites, of course, I was able to see them for like $150. You can get them for cheaper if they're not waterproof, but it's a great little accessory to go with it, considering that it was free upon purchasing the Fluke. So I do definitely appreciate that. It seems very light. Takes 4 AA batteries. I'm going to be using rechargeable end loops. It has a video out. It even comes with the video to RCA input jack, which was unexpected. And again, this was free with the purchasing the Fluke meter from teequipment.net. So let's move on. I'm having a semi-bad health day. You can hear it in my speech, and I apologize up front for that. Usually I will clench my jaw to prevent the stuttering when doing videos, hence the reason my face normally isn't in the video, but I'm too excited about this to be concentrating on clenching my jaw. Let's go to a couple of the other things I ordered from T Equipment. Get those out of the way. I ordered a couple Heiku soldering tips here. Okay, yeah, they're fun to look at. Okay, that's not exciting. Move on. A Rigel 50 ohm BNC filter. Okay, useful. Not too excitement. Mostly needed with anybody that owns an oscilloscope if you're going to do any type of RF or radio frequency work fit on a 50 ohm antenna or cables. As well as one of my $60 meters here again. This is an X-Tech rebranded, sold by Lowe's, called Southwire. It's a great meter. It does temperature. Came with the K thermostat, well protected. Came with the nice probes, but it started acting up on me the other day, and I thought about it. I'm like, you know, I'm tired of buying a new meter every year and a half. And the average Fluke will stay in tune and calibration and run sometimes in excess of 20 years, on average 15 to 20 years, and in that time span you're covered by the limited lifetime warranty of a minimum of 10 years. So I decided it was time to throw down some investment and actually purchase the Fluke. Keep in mind this came with the BoroScope, which is great, and because Fluke's also running a current promotion right now, once I provide them the purchase documentation of the scope, or no, sorry, this is not a scope. Well, once I provide the purchase documentation of the meter, I can get the things from that are worth like $150 to $200, up to the highest end thing was I think a 32 gig iPod Touch, not bad. And it's additional unexpected on top of the free BoroScope. So I'm excited about that. Of course, that may take 6 to 8 weeks to receive. Let's go ahead and look at my first Fluke here. This is the 289 Fluke. This is what they call I want to say the logging meter, but they call it a trending meter, I believe. This is the FVL or FVF 289 kit. So it's a lot cheaper to buy the software and the data cable and everything with it than to buy that later. $216 to buy it later, and with it, the total price on this came to like, I think about $520 for it. But it comes with several different things that are great items to have, and some things that I plan on purchasing anyway. For example, if I was to buy the Fluke 289 by itself, I would still have to buy a case. Okay, we're looking at $35, $45. Now for the case, in addition to the purchase of the Fluke. All right, so that's a plus. It comes with a nice, very well insulated case here. Let's see, we have our data cable for the Fluke, so I got the ability to upload the software. Or update the firmware, and then download my reports to the computer as well. This is a Rev 2. If you were to search the Fluke 289 meter right now, you will find two main issues with this baby, and that being one, bright lights in the data port causing it to lock up during data capture times. That's been fixed. Firmware version 1.16. The second being an issue with the super cap leaking. I've been told that if you buy a newer one, that issue is also fixed. So the fact that this meter's been on the market for a few years, I'm not beta testing it, and these things are fixed. It also has the low Z voltage reading to prevent any type of ghosting. The low ohm reading at 50 ohms, which is great. All the advanced features you can expect and one from a Fluke are here. 400 milliamp fused, as well as a 10 amp fused. You can do 10 amp constant. I think 20 amps up to 30 seconds, but don't quote me on that. I was surprised to see when I first received it that I believe it already had the batteries installed. So let's take a look at that. Because I was going to put some end-loop batteries in here, but may not have to right now. I might as well kill what they've already given me. So there's the battery pack, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Energizer AA batteries pre-installed, which is nice. I guess they really trust Energizer not to have battery leakage, to have them sitting in a warehouse pre-installed, or it's possible T equipment put these in before they went out. I'm not sure. But they are marked alkaline, and they're marked alkaline battery December 2025. So they got a long lifespan on them. So batteries have come a long way. If you're ordering original batteries, you have two quality Fluke fuses in here. One being for your 400 milliamp low current rating monitoring, and then one being for your 10 amp monitoring as well. If you're not certain of your low amperage that you're looking to monitor, there is a very good chance you will blow that 400 milliamp fuse often, and they're not cheap. So if you think you may do that, you use another meter first, that if you have anything that will measure low current like that, or I was told that you can get about 5 of these fuses for about $30 from suppliers, some suppliers on eBay. I may have to do that. It's a good idea to have a spare of both of those fuses on hand, actually, in case you accidentally trip it and pop one of those fuses. Let's go ahead and put this back together again. Seems very easy to do. I haven't even booted this up to see what version of firmware it is currently running, but okay. It doesn't stop spinning, so there's a lock and an unlock symbol. There we go. So now I'm in lock. Put that away. Let's go ahead and see how this stand is, and how good the stand works. Oh, it works pretty good. Shows up on camera pretty good. Let's go ahead and boot it up and time it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5-6 seconds, and that's what I've seen consistently. If you're looking for I want to measure now, give it to me now, then this may not be for you. But I wanted something that was had some of the capabilities of a bench multimeter, yet an accuracy of a bench meter. That this is more accurate, and the resolution is better than some bench meters on the market today for about the same price. So why not give me something that I can do both with, and have the option of going portable when needed. My hands are fairly big for somebody that stands 6'2", so your hands may not actually fit as nicely around this as mine do, depending on your size. Let's see here. We have a menu button, and as I mentioned, I haven't really looked at this yet, so let's get out of there. Backlight has 2 different levels. I don't know if you can see this on the camera. Actually, yeah, you can. Not bad, actually. All right, so you have 2 different levels of your backlight. Let's zoom in just a little bit and give you a slightly better view of this. So, level 1, level 2, and no backlight, which is still a pretty clean display for reading, honestly. So let's go ahead and take this. So here, let me go back and try to find the firmware version. I can do this hopefully by hitting menu and then choosing, let me see here, setup, there we go, and hitting meter information, meeting info. I'm going to take this off screen just because it reveals my serial number. And it does have version, here we go, we can put this back on screen now. As you see, it does come with version 1.16 loaded, which is really nice to have. In this case, not having to update my firmware. The calibration was done 3 months ago, actually, 6/11/2015. Calibration 1, I haven't put any information in it, being a brand new meter, 99% memory available. Calibration version, this is 0.14, which is the latest calibration version, and I do like that, and firmware version 1.16. So no maintenance, nothing to do. We're good. Let's go ahead and check out what else is available in the package that comes with the FVF version here. Does it clip? Yeah, it does. Okay, it's not a bad clip either. It's a tight clip, but not annoyingly too tight. So that's nice. So we'll set the meter aside. We've already determined it comes with the data cable. We have the strap for the case, the clip on the outside here. Nice addition. Of course, with the data cable, you're going to need your software. And I called Fluke ahead of time to confirm this is the true RMS digital multimeter. This looks like a manual, actually. Let me see, supplement. Fluke calibration, statement of calibration and practices. So it does come with a verification from 3 months ago for the production verification test data for the calibration. So I'll definitely look over this, and the accuracy on this is absolutely ridiculous. I love it. And then the resolution too as well. The 50,000 resolution. We'll definitely look at this later. I didn't realize it came with one of these. I thought only if you had an NIST certified one would you receive anything like that. Here it is, the Fluke View Forms. Now there's two versions out there. This, of course, obvious version 3.8. But when I say two versions, there's the Fluke View Forms and there's the Fluke View Forms Basic. And the FVL kit, or FVF kit, I'm glad to say that the FVF kit comes with the full version. So that's why I say if you were to buy this cable and software later, you use $216 to $300. But with the meter, much more cost efficient. And then you can always buy the data cable and the basic version for I believe I looked it up around $130, but the full version does so much more from my understanding. So there may be an update up there to be more compatible with Windows 10. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I run a Asus Transformer tablet for convenience wise to when mobile. So it does have 10 on there because it runs so much better on 10. Now let's get on to past the data cable and everything else. Let's get on to the actual, what else do we have in this nice thickly insulated soft kit. We have amp jack plug set. We have a amp jack plug set, two actually. So when you have your, well, here, you'll probably have your probes in 1 meter or 2 of the holes on the meter in your common. And they call these the amp jack because these are most likely going to be covering up your current sensing ones most of the time. This does have what's called man, I just had it on the tip of my tongue, but I'm not having a good day here. It's a optic sensing sensors on each port, and it can detect where you plug in your probes, and warn you ahead of time if you plug your probes into the wrong ports. Very nice feature to have. It comes with Fluke's quality set of probes. So anybody that's seen a Fluke probe or similar to, you've already seen these probes, of course. And nice silicone wires. They seem to have some sort of powder coating on there from the factory right now. That'll just wipe off, I'm sure. You have your more accurate tips if you need it. So and they seem to have a little lever to come on and off. I don't know. I've never. Okay, so hold one with one hand, push the lever, and then there it goes. Okay. Never owning a Fluke before, never had these kinds of caps, but I like that actually. That's convenient, nice and easy. So set that aside. Keep in mind the cost of the amp plug set, the software, the cable. This all comes with the FVF kit, and in addition to the probes, you have your I believe these are rated 10 amps. Yes, they are. Okay, there's a 1000 volt Cat 3, 600 volt Cat 4, 10 amp alligator clips that can be slipped on, and they seem to be fairly nice clips actually compared to some of the ones I've used in the past. Set those aside too. It reads temperatures, so you have your case-style thermostat, external probe, the nice little feature as well. And one of the things additional to it, if I was to buy the meter by itself, I would have, of course, bought the Fluke case, but I also would have wanted the TPAK, which is their magnetic holding system. And it does come with the magnetic strap, the clip-on, and basically the TPAK. So this alone would have been another $35, $40. So to buy the kit, to have the full version of the software, the data cable for firmware updates in the future, and to have the TPAK and the nice case already coming that comes with it, that you know everything will fit in because it comes that way. But was worth going for the FVF pack up front and the hefty discount of how much you saved on that by buying everything together. So it looks like this just simply Velcros on there. Now, I'm told these are very strong magnets with a nice rubber coating, which I actually do see the rubber coating is a very nice rubber coating. I'm winging this now because I've never hooked on this pack before, or let me see. Aha, okay. So this one apparently slides back in here, clips in. We got a strong hold now. As long as that battery cage is locked, it's not going nowhere. Great, good to know. And let's see here. Set that back down again. I was almost certain. Looks like this is just going to feed all the way through, like so, and then you put your magnet on and wrap the Velcro around. And of course you could adjust this length if you want it shorter by wrapping the Velcro around at a shorter length if you want to. Since I'm using this as my bench meter and my on-the-go meter, I'm going to be using this kit a lot. I'm going to be hanging this from my metal shelf. This has some good weight to it for a meter, honestly. It really does. Let's back up and take a look at this. But it's hard to see with that white bounce of this light, so let's kill this light in the background. There we go. So you can see this has a really, that magnet's not moving at all. I'm not hitting it too hard, but actually now I am. And all that's doing is the rubber is bouncing on the magnet. The magnet is still stuck there. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that. That is not going anywhere. Be careful if magnets like this are around in your computer equipment, but that is definitely not going anywhere. That's great. So we'll turn her on. We'll actually wait for it to boot up first. We'll turn on the background light since I've killed the light, that way you can still see the meter hanging in its way. And let's do a little test here. We'll plug into the voltage side of things and see if I can get it to yell at me for going warning. Leads connected incorrectly. See, it automatically knows that I do not have the leads in the correct ports because of the optic sensor on the ports. So I believe I chose milliamp. So if I plug into milliamp, let's go back over. Oh, now it's definitely warning. It doesn't like you on ohms and the amperage side of things. And now we're good. Now so yeah, everything seems to be working out fine there. Does not like that again. The low ohm filter. And we'll beep at you. If I unplug the probe, it knows I've unplugged it and said, okay, oh, nope, I plugged in the wrong one again. Darn, okay. And okay, it's happy with that now, where they should be. So, I like that preventing from making mistakes on even if I do the common one, move that one around. It really does prevent from making any mistakes. If I go over to here, and then now it's not yelling at me, it's not beeping at me about the warning on being plugged into the voltage side of things and going over to the amperage, because it can take a lot of voltage, and the likelihood of damage in this setup is unlikely, actually. But the likelihood of this setup and testing the ohms or resistance of something or millivolts while on the amperage side of things, whether it be the 400 milliamp current or the 10 amp side, that's more likely to pop a fuse and possibly cause damage to the meter by pushing it out of spec with too much power, depending on where you put hooking your probes up to. So that one, it gives you more of an audible alert and beep telling you that you're definitely in the wrong spot. So I again, can't go wrong with that. Definitely like it. And let me see, do I have anything? End-of-loop batteries. Of course, end-of-loops. Let's see here. End-of-loops are designed to hold a charge for a really long time, and I'm going to be using these end-of-loops in this Fluke. So, I do like these probes. Since we're going to be running end-of-loop batteries in there, let me go over to where I need to be. There we go. These have been sitting on the shelf for about 9 months now, and still at a nice charge, actually. 1.307877. Not bad, considering how long they've been sitting. 4.1793. That's a nice lithium-ion battery. It's even holding a nice charge, actually. This was charged about 4 weeks ago. Something with this kind of accuracy definitely confirms suspicion or confirms or denies whether I'm using a good charger for my lithium-ion batteries, which is a very important thing to have when you're running lithium-ion batteries. It is a good charger. So I like being able to see down to the resolution. I don't need the lithium-ion batteries blowing up on me. This one's been sitting on the shelf for 9 months. Not only that, I think it's been used a couple of times. So now I'm moving over to my 18650s, and I just realized how long that backlight stayed on. It wasn't like that backlight came off for 10 seconds and shut off like my other meter, which is annoying. If you turn the backlight on, you want to see the backlight for a while because you're doing something. And I'm going to review this video actually and see how long this backlight stays on now. Would you believe that this ever-ready battery was sitting in a tone generator for close to, wow, 8 years? And when I checked the voltage, I was shocked. As you see, it's still at 9.69, which was amazing considering the 8 years, and it didn't leak. Surprised me. You don't hear much about ever-ready anymore, but they were good when they were there. So we're going to compare this to a couple other meters. We're going to install the software. We're going to play around with this and enjoy my new toy. I just wanted to do a quick unboxing and show everybody else as well. And oh yeah, I'm supposed to be timing the backlight and then wondering when it's going to turn off. Now I wonder if it's sensing my usage. And as long as I keep using the probe and doing something, is it automatically extending the backlight on? Let's see. I think somebody's knocking on my door. Oh well, screw 'em. I do like these probes. I don't like how this one is like bent already, like right out of the box. I don't know if I can bend that back or if it's going to damage it, if it's got a solid steel rod in there or not. It's a good question. I'll have to call Fluke on that one. But I can't get enough of this magnet holder. This is amazing. I've had some good earth neodymium magnets, and this is something else. Really amazing how it holds there. It's going to be great to have it hold this meter up for me. Well, I'm going to let this video run and see when this backlight turns off, and I'll come back and see who's at my door right now and see when this turns off, because I'm kind of curious to see how long it takes. Because of how long this meter is going, there it goes, it finally turns off. But I truly recommend Monster Energy drink to keep up with how long that backlight will stay on, to stay awake and time it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I do recommend Monster though. I like them. Especially the sugar-free ones for the diabetics. They make actually a variance of different flavors that don't taste like crap. So, I love the how long that backlight stays on. I love the fact that I can keep it on the setting I'm going to use the most and simply turn it on, and I'm on that setting. That's a great feature as well. I can use this part of the video to time the actual boot up. Should be 5-6 seconds. There we go. I'm going to hook it up to the computer, put all my stuff and in there. And if I need to take it on the go, the TPAK kit is very easy to disconnect. As you can see, it's going with me. And I can leave my magnet where I found a good spot to hang it and where I'm going to use it, because it's going to act as my bench meter as well. To put it back, again, very simple. They really did make things simple. One of the other things I like about Fluke as well. And this meter, or this magnet, is just, I almost pulled my shelf down actually. Just absolutely amazing. And the rubber coating is definitely needed, because I could see that scratching some stuff up really bad. Let's see here, let's go. That's an idea of how strong this magnet is. We'll grab some tools. So you can see, definitely a strong magnet. And it took my hooks off the pegboard as well. Not only did it take the tools, it took the hooks. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe and give me a thumbs up on the video. And of course, like I mentioned, don't do unboxing that often. But if there is a particular item that you would like to see a better an unboxing of, and I happen to purchased it, then I'll be willing to do a smaller range of an unboxing video, strictly unboxing it, and make the video going over features separate. For right now, I'm just excited. This video just probably ran way too long, but being my first Fluke and being such a nice meter, you know, I'm not just an engineer. I'm a techie. So I love the data logging ability, the capabilities, the resolution, the accuracy, everything. Everything at this meter screened, get this instead of a bench meter, and so I did, including the warranty and everything. And I'm 41 minutes in, and I need to really cut this video back. But again, thanks for watching, and have a good day.